In today's matchup, two teams coming in feeling good about how their last game went and want to continue with another win here today. It's the Jets going up against the Bills. With that, let's send you up to snowy Orchard Park outside of Buffalo, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen, stay warm.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Cook. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. A big sea of Jets flying to the football there to make the stop. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one.
Get ready. Blue 58. Let's go. Blue 58.
Bridgewater now on second down. And that's incomplete. On the defensive side, the starters for the New York Jets, Charles.
Let's start with their rookie linebacker, Darren Lee. Played cornerback, if you can believe that, in high school for a while, and uses that same speed at the linebacker position. Hard to block because he's hard to find.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. On third down, Bridgewater. And he's got Pete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now that put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go back to the air here after the INT. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Will Fuller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Surveying the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eli Harold in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. He gets it here to Peake. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he slings one that's incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. 10 yards still left on second down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing, Cook. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year, continues to excel in pass coverage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they're operating in the red zone.
All right, now, lock it 56. Lock it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Cook. And this one is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Get ready! Way 90! Way 90! Hey!
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go! 180!
Second down, Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
180! 180! Tiger! Tiger!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go! Way 90! Way 90!
Bridgewater with a keeper. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And he puts it through. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
He's got time in the pocket. Fuller brings it in over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 yards to go here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing, Cook. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Cook. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's complete to Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets take possession. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. Back to throw here. He's got Fuller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. He'll drop to throw, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And that is incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bridgewater now on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The second down throw for Britt. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they're going to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
Now Cook. Try to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Will Fuller with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So we've got encroachment, and that's a free 5 yards.
Too easy for the offense. A bit of impatience by the defense on that one.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. 2nd down, Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, Bridgewater. He gets it here to Peak. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. From the left side, it's complete. And he he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Red zone opportunity. Now, the defense definitely showing blitz here. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they want to wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And, oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at the check. All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Cook. And the hit jarring it loose. It's incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing, Cook. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And how about that giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it. And right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out here in the eye. So now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Will Fuller, 34 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Second down, Bridgewater. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Tagger! Let's go! 90! Tagger!
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. Now 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Bridgewater now. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And the slot man goes in motion left. 3rd and long for Bridge. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Jets, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts.